We tend to think of vinegar as being tart or sour, but the balsamic vinegar of Modena brings a lot more to the table, as you'll see in my recipe for balsamic caramel bonbons. Balsamic has a value in sweet applications because not only does it add a little bit of acidity, but it also has a little bit of natural sweetness, especially the aged version. When cooking caramel, you're first looking for the correct color. Once you add the cream, you're now looking for a specific temperature, a bit above the boiling point at 225 degrees to affect fluidity. While we add the butter for flavor, adding the cocoa butter is not for flavor, it's more for consistency and viscosity. I'm using the two different balsamics in tandem. I like to add the balsamic at the end of the cooking process because it preserves more of the flavors. They don't evaporate away like they would if added earlier in the process, similar to what happens when cooking with alcohol. Balsamic works well with chocolate because it stands up to its complexity, especially if you're using one that has fresh or dried fruit notes. This recipe expresses a range of the four primary tastes we have: sweetness in the sugar and the caramel, saltiness in adding the salt to the caramel, bitterness because chocolate and caramelized sugar by nature have a slight bitterness, and sourness by adding the balsamic, which brings a slightly acidic quality. What we look for in a bonbon of any kind is to amplify the contrast of the thin, brittle shell, countered with the soft creaminess of whatever's inside. With so many things involving pastry, it's about controlling the outcome and knowing how to dial in that precision. Certain flavor profiles can cross over, and I challenge you to get out of your comfort zone and experiment for yourself, and you'll be pleasantly surprised.